Ladies and gentlemen, there is a silent war happening all around us, not in the streets, not in the boardrooms, but in your kitchen, your plate, and your bloodstream. Every day, you make choices about what you eat. And what if I told you, some of the foods you are eating are not just harming your body, they are portals, open doors through which dark forces enter your life. Now hear me clearly, this is not superstition. This is not folklore. This is about vibration, energy, and intent. When something is consumed, it becomes part of your blood. And what becomes your blood shapes your mind, your emotions, and your spiritual defense system. There are foods, common, everyday foods, that have been manipulated, cursed, or intentionally infused with low vibrational energy. These foods are used as tools, weapons, to weaken you from the inside out. If you're unaware, if you're undisciplined, if you're passive about what you put in your body, you're already under attack. Today, I want to empower you, not with fear, but with clarity, not with panic, but with power. Because once you know, you can choose. And when you choose with wisdom, you reclaim your dominion. The 5 foods which is used to attack you, let's expose them. Let's bring them into the light. 1. Blood. Based foods, anything that still contains the essence of blood carries emotional memory. Fear, pain, trauma, these emotions live in the blood of slaughtered animals. When consumed excessively, they disturb your inner peace, amplify anger, and create spiritual fog. You can't hear your inner voice clearly if your vessel is filled with the noise of death. 2. Rotting or fermented flesh, some cultures celebrate it. Some call it a delicacy, but fermented or decaying flesh lowers your energetic vibration. It attracts entities that thrive on decay. Why do you think some spirits linger in graveyards? It's the scent of rot that draws them. 3. Food offered without intention, anything prepared or served without conscious, protective intention can become spiritually contaminated. The cook's emotional state, the energy of the space, these things seep into the food. When you eat it, you consume their chaos. 4. Foods laden with chemical additives, artificial preservatives, flavorings, dyes, they disconnect the mind from the body. They weaken your intuition and numb your discernment. A numbed mind is easy to deceive. A numbed soul is easy to manipulate. 5. Over-refined sugar, let me speak plainly. Refined sugar is not just a health issue, it's a spiritual one. It disrupts your frequency, makes your energy erratic, and weakens your self-control. And nothing pleases dark forces more than a person who cannot govern their own appetites. Call to action, you are the gatekeeper, you are the gatekeeper of your life. You are the guardian of your home. If you leave your door wide open, don't be surprised when invaders walk in. Spiritual attacks don't always come with shadows and whispers sometimes. They come through cravings, fatigue, confusion, emotional chaos, and cycles of self-sabotage. And if you're feeding them, literally feeding them, you're complicit in your own downfall. But here's the truth. You can reverse it. You can reclaim your clarity, your protection, your power, and it starts with what you allow into your body and into your space. 6 practical points to fortify your inner world. Cleanse your kitchen. Cleanse your life. Go through your pantry today. Remove what you know doesn't serve you. If something feels wrong, even if you can't explain it, let it go. Your instincts are wiser than your habits. Elevate your cooking environment. Prepare food in a clean, quiet, and intentional space. Music matters. Emotions matter. Energy matters. Don't cook in chaos. What you feel when you cook, you feed when they eat. Eat living, vibrant foods, fresh fruits, pure water, whole grains, and living greens feed your body and your aura. They amplify clarity, increase vitality, and raise your defenses naturally. Practice daily stillness before eating. Just 30 seconds of silence before your meal can transform your state. Breathe, ground yourself, feel gratitude. Speak protection over your plate. Simple, powerful, effective. Learn the power of fasting and restraint. You don't always need to eat just because it's there. Restraint sharpens the spirit. Fasting, when done wisely, is not deprivation, it is spiritual maintenance. Protect your home's atmosphere, your kitchen, your dining table, your fridge. They are sacred spaces. Keep them clean, calm, and aligned. Negative energy cannot thrive where there is intention and discipline. Closing a wake-up call, my friends. Your life is too valuable to be handed over to invisible enemies because of careless eating. Your mind, your peace, your destiny, they depend on your awareness. Don't be casual with what enters your body. Don't be passive with what influences your energy. You were born to live above fear. You were born to walk in clarity. And the first step to reclaiming your power is on your plate. Stand up, clean up, protect your space, and from this day forward, eat with purpose. Thank you. 2/2, you said. Cleanse your kitchen, cleanse your life. Expand it and make it lengthy without keywords /sub heading 1,000 words, simple and easy English chat, GPT said. Absolutely. Here's an expanded 1,000 word version of the concept. Cleanse your kitchen, cleanse your life. Written in simple and easy. To understand English without keywords or subheadings. Your kitchen is not just a place where you cook food. It is one of the most important spaces in your home. It holds the energy of your family, your health, and your daily habits. Every time you enter your kitchen, you are stepping into a space that can either support your life or slowly work against it. Many people don't realize this, but the condition of your kitchen often reflects the condition of your inner world. A messy, cluttered kitchen usually belongs to someone who is feeling stuck, confused, or tired inside. A clean, peaceful kitchen belongs to someone who is thinking clearly, moving forward, and protecting their peace. Cleansing your kitchen doesn't just mean cleaning the counters or doing the dishes. It goes much deeper. It means removing the things that no longer serve your health or your energy. It means creating a space where you feel calm, focused, and supported. It means being intentional with what you keep, what you eat, and how you use the space. When you take the time to cleanse your kitchen with care and focus, you are actually cleansing your life. You are clearing out old energy, bad habits, and things that block your progress. Start by looking around your kitchen with new eyes. Don't rush, take a moment and just observe. What do you see? Is it cluttered? Are there expired foods hiding in the back of your pantry? Are there things you never use taking up space? What kind of emotions do you feel when you stand in your kitchen? Are you relaxed or do you feel overwhelmed? These questions are important. The answers tell you the truth about how this space is affecting your life. Begin with the simple things. Go through your cabinets and take out every item you haven't used in the last few months. If it's not useful, it's probably just taking up space and creating confusion. Let it go. You don't need it. Old cookware that's scratched, broken, or falling apart carries the energy of stress and neglect. Don't hold on to things that make your space feel heavy. When you release them, you are telling life that you are ready for better things, not just in your kitchen, but in every part of your journey. Then look at your pantry. Many people have shelves filled with processed food, canned items full of preservatives, and snacks that do nothing but drain their energy. Go through everything. If the food is full of artificial ingredients, strange chemicals, or has been sitting there for over a year, it's time to let it go. These foods not only harm your physical health, they also disturb your emotional balance. You may not notice it immediately, but over time they make you feel heavy, foggy, and disconnected from your true self. Replacing them with clean, simple, whole foods can change your mood, your sleep, and even your thoughts. Your fridge is another important space. What's inside it should reflect care and awareness. Are there things that are expired? Are there containers you forgot about? Mold, spoiled food, and sticky spills carry a very low energy. They attract more of the same into your life. If your fridge is messy and disorganized, your thinking will be too. Clean it out. Wipe it down. Only put things back that you are proud to eat, that bring you energy and life. When you open your fridge, it should feel like you're opening a door to health, not stress. Even the act of cooking should be respected. When you cook in a messy space, surrounded by clutter and noise, that energy gets into the food. It changes the feeling of what you're eating, and since that food becomes part of your body, it also changes how you feel. If you want to live a more peaceful life, you must cook in peace. If you want to think more clearly, You must eat clean food made in a clean space. It all connects. You can't expect clarity and progress if the space where your meals are made is chaotic and filled with low energy. Once the physical space is clean and organized, begin to cleanse the atmosphere. Open the windows when you cook. Let fresh air move through the room. Play calming music if you enjoy it. Speak kindly while preparing meals, even if you're alone. Speak life into your food. Say simple things like, "This food is nourishing me," or "I am thankful for this meal." These small actions bring strong results. They raise the energy of your kitchen. They help you create a space where peace and health can grow. Another powerful habit is to avoid eating in a rush. Don't stand by the counter shoveling food into your mouth while scrolling on your phone. Sit down, breathe, be present with your food. This small shift trains your mind to slow down, to pay attention, and to respect what is entering your body. This simple act of presence can protect you from overeating, from poor choices, and from the emotional eating habits that so many people suffer from. Also, be careful who you allow to cook in your kitchen. Every person brings their energy with them. If someone is angry, jealous, bitter, or careless, that energy goes into what they prepare. Be mindful. You don't need to be rude, just be wise. Your kitchen is a sacred place. It deserves protection. When you respect it, others will too. When you finish cooking, take a moment to clean up with love. Don't leave the dishes for hours. Don't walk away from a mess. Just like you would care for a baby or a pet, care for your kitchen. Keep it clean, light, and peaceful. Make it a space that you love walking into every morning, a space that supports your goals, a space that reflects your highest self. As you do this, something powerful will happen. You'll start to notice other parts of your life improving too. You'll feel more energy, more clarity, and more self-control. You'll begin to attract better opportunities and healthier people. Why? Because your outer world always mirrors your inner world. And when your kitchen is clean, your mind becomes clean. When your food is pure, your energy becomes pure. When your habits improve, your whole life improves. So start today, one step at a time. You don't have to do it all in 1 hour. But you do have to begin. Make the choice to treat your kitchen with the respect it deserves. Remove what doesn't serve you. Keep only what uplifts you. And watch how your life begins to shift in ways you never imagined. Because when you cleanse your kitchen, you are truly cleansing your life. You said, elevate your cooking environment, expand it, and make it lengthy without keywords /sub, heading 1,000 words, simple and easy English chat. GPT said, sure. Here's an expanded 1,000 word version of elevate your cooking environment, written in simple, easy, to understand English without using subheadings or keywords. The place where you prepare your food is more important than you may think. Many people treat their kitchen like just another room in the house. They cook quickly, clean quickly, and leave without much thought. But your cooking space affects the energy of your food, your health, and even the way you feel every day. When you give more care and attention to how your cooking space feels, looks, and functions, your meals change, and so does your mood. You begin to notice that even the simple act of cooking becomes more peaceful, more powerful, and more joyful. Cooking is not just about putting ingredients together. It is an act of energy transfer. The energy you hold while you cook moves into the food. If you cook in a rush with frustration or stress, that energy ends up in the food, and when you eat it, you are also eating the stress you were holding at that moment. On the other hand, if you cook with calm, focus, and positive intention, the food becomes a source of peace and healing. That's why it is so important to pay attention not only to what you cook, but to the environment you cook in. Take a look around the place where you prepare your meals. What do you see? Is it full of noise, distractions, clutter, and confusion? Or does it feel clear, open, and peaceful? These are important questions. The energy of the environment directly affects the energy of your mind and body. When your space is clean, quiet, and organized, it supports better thinking, better choices, and better cooking. When your space is chaotic, dirty, or filled with low energy, it becomes hard to focus and easy to make poor decisions. It helps to begin by thinking of your cooking space as a sacred space. This may sound unusual, but it simply means treating it with care and respect. Before you cook, take a moment to prepare the environment. Open a window to let in fresh air. Wipe down the counters with attention. Put away anything that doesn't belong. If there are distractions, such as loud TV or negative conversation in the background, try to reduce them. You want your space to feel calm and focused, not noisy or full of conflict. Once your environment is clean and still, turn your attention to your own state of mind. Are you rushing through the task? Are you thinking about too many things at once? Cooking while distracted creates scattered energy, and that energy goes into your food. Even if you're short on time, just take one deep breath before you start. Center yourself. Remind yourself that the food you prepare will soon become part of your body, your thoughts, your energy. Cooking becomes much more meaningful when you see it this way. Some people like to play soft music while cooking. If this helps you feel more peaceful and focused, it's a good choice. Choose music that lifts your mood or helps you stay calm. Avoid music that feels heavy, angry, or fast. Everything you hear while you cook is part of the energy you're building in your space. Sound, just like food, carries vibration, and vibration matters. Another useful habit is to speak good words while you cook. You don't have to speak loudly. You can even whisper or say things in your heart. Simple words like, "This food will bring strength," or "I prepare this with peace," can change the energy of the meal. Your words carry power. Even if no one hears them, they shape the energy around you. Food prepared with love and care always feels different, even if the ingredients are simple. The tools you use for cooking also carry energy. Old, broken, or dirty tools create a feeling of frustration and disorder. Sharp, clean, and well-kept tools make the job easier and more pleasant. You don't need the most expensive items, but you do need tools that work well and are kept clean. When you care for your tools, they work better for you. When you cook with tools that are broken or unpleasant, it can affect your mood and your food without you even realizing it. Also, think about the lighting in your cooking space. Harsh, cold lighting can make the space feel tense or uncomfortable. If possible, use warm, natural light. If you have a window, open the curtain during the day. Let sunlight come in. Natural light improves the energy of any space and supports a better mood. At night, use soft lighting where possible. You want to feel at ease in the space, not overwhelmed or exhausted by it. You can also bring nature into your cooking environment. A small plant, a bowl of fresh fruit, or even a few herbs in a pot can add life to your space. Living things bring fresh energy. They remind you to stay connected to nature, even in small ways. You don't need a big garden or a lot of space. Even one little plant can make a difference. Try not to cook when you are in a bad mood. If you are very upset, angry, or sad, take a moment before you start. Drink some water, breathe deeply, step outside for a minute if you can. It's important to release heavy feelings before preparing food. Again, this is not just about how the food tastes. It's about what the food carries with it. The energy of your emotions goes into everything you prepare. When you feel better, your food will feel better too. If other people live with you, talk to them about keeping the cooking area peaceful. If the kitchen is a shared space, everyone needs to understand the importance of keeping it clean, calm, and respected. Try to avoid arguments or loud talking in this area. Save those conversations for another room. Let your kitchen be a place of harmony. When everyone respects this, the whole home benefits. When your cooking environment is elevated, your life begins to shift in small but powerful ways. You may find that you feel more peaceful after meals. You may have more energy, more clarity, and more connection to your daily habits. You may even notice that your relationship with food begins to heal. Food no longer becomes something you rush through or use to escape your feelings. It becomes something you create with care, something that supports your well-being, and something that brings you joy. This is not about being perfect. No one has a perfect space or perfect days, but it is about making small, wise changes that add up over time. It is about honoring your space and yourself. When you treat your cooking environment with respect and intention, that energy flows into every part of your life. So don't rush, don't take it for granted. Your cooking space is powerful. It is where your next meal is born and your next thought, your next feeling, your next moment of strength. Respect it, nurture it, and let it support you in becoming the best version of yourself. Because when you elevate your cooking environment, you elevate your entire life. You said, eat living, vibrant foods. Expand it and make it lengthy without keywords, /, subheading 1,000 words, simple and easy English chat. GPT said, of course. Here is a 1,000-word version of Eat Living, Vibrant Foods, written in simple, clear English without using subheadings or keywords. The food you eat has more power than you think. It does more than just fill your stomach. It feeds your body, your mind, and your energy. Every time you take a bite, you are choosing the kind of life you want to build. Some foods bring life and strength. Others bring weakness and heaviness. If you want to feel more alive, more focused, and more balanced, you must start eating foods that are alive too. Living foods are not just about being raw or uncooked. Living foods are full of energy. They are fresh, whole, and close to their natural state. They are foods that still carry the life force from the earth. When you eat them, you absorb that life into your own body. You feel clearer, lighter, and more in tune with yourself. You begin to notice a shift in how you think, feel, and move through your day. Fruits and vegetables are perfect examples of living foods. When you eat a ripe mango, a fresh apple, or a handful of berries, you are taking in the pure energy of nature. These foods were grown in sunlight, fed by rain, and picked from the earth. They still carry the vibration of life. The colors are bright. The smell is fresh. The taste is full. These are signs that the food still has energy. When you eat them, your body wakes up. You feel more alive because you are eating food that is still alive. On the other hand, when you eat food that has been processed, cooked too much, or stored for too long, that food has lost its energy. It may still fill your stomach, but it does not give your body what it truly needs. Your body may feel full, but your cells are still hungry. That's why many people feel tired or moody even after eating a big meal. The food may have been heavy, but it had no life in it. Start paying attention to how you feel after each meal. When you eat fresh, vibrant food, your body feels light. Your thoughts are clearer. Your emotions feel more balanced. You don't crash after eating. You don't feel weighed down. But when you eat food that is full of chemicals, sugar, or preservatives, you may feel dull, bloated, or sleepy. You may even feel anxious or irritable and not know why. This is the hidden effect of dead food. Living foods also help clean the body from the inside. They support your natural systems, your digestion, your skin, your sleep, and your energy levels. When your body gets the right kind of fuel, it knows how to heal, how to rest, and how to stay strong. But when it's fed junk, it struggles. The body becomes slow, the mind becomes cloudy, and your spirit becomes tired. It's not just about eating salads or drinking smoothies. It's about choosing food with awareness, choosing what is real instead of what is fake, choosing what brings life instead of what brings damage. You can still enjoy your meals. You can still feel full and satisfied. In fact, once your body adjusts to living foods, you'll start to crave them. You'll feel the difference and never want to go back. You don't need to change everything in one day. Start small. Add more fresh fruits to your morning. Try a handful of nuts or seeds as a snack. Cook your vegetables in a simple, light way instead of frying or overcooking them. Use natural herbs and spices for flavor instead of heavy sauces and chemicals. Drink more clean water instead of sweet drinks or soda. These simple steps bring more life into your body, one meal at a time. Also, be careful where your food comes from. If possible, buy from places that you trust. Choose food that is grown with care, not sprayed with harmful chemicals. When food is grown in a healthy environment, it holds better energy. That energy becomes part of you. You don't have to be perfect, but try to move in the direction of better choices. Your body will thank you. Your mind will thank you. Your future will thank you. Some people wonder why they feel blocked in life. They feel stuck, tired, or disconnected, even when everything on the outside seems fine. Often, the answer lies in the small daily habits that don't seem important. One of the biggest is the food we eat. It touches every part of our life. The kind of food you eat affects how fast you wake up, how deeply you sleep, how clearly you think, and how easily you handle stress. If your food is full of life, you begin to move with life. If your food is lifeless, you begin to feel lifeless too. It is also good to eat with intention. Don't just eat while watching something or scrolling through your phone. Sit with your food, pay attention. Be thankful. Eating with awareness helps your body digest better. It helps you notice how food makes you feel. It helps you connect more deeply with yourself. This connection is a powerful form of healing. If you share meals with others, share living food. Prepare food that brings light and energy into the space. When people eat good food together, the energy in the room lifts. The conversation changes. The mood becomes lighter. This is not a small thing. This is how we raise the energy of our homes, our relationships, and our lives. Eating living, vibrant foods is not a trend. It is not something for only a few people. It is for everyone who wants to live with clarity, strength, and peace. It is for anyone who is ready to stop surviving and start thriving. You don't need to wait for a sign. The sign is already in front of you. Every piece of fruit, every green leaf, every fresh meal is a reminder that life supports life. So take that first step. Make that small change. Choose something fresh. Choose something alive. Let your food reflect the kind of energy you want to carry. Because every time you eat, you are shaping your future. Every bite is a choice between life and less life. And when you eat living, vibrant foods, you are choosing to live with purpose, with light, and with full power. You are choosing to honor your body, your energy, and your journey. And that, more than anything, is how true transformation begins. You said, practice daily stillness before eating. Expand it and make it lengthy without keywords / subheading 1,000 words. Simple and easy English. Chat GPT said. Here is a 1,000 word expanded version of practice daily stillness before eating. Written in simple and easy English without keywords or subheadings. Many people eat in a rush. They wake up late, grab something quickly, and eat while standing or driving. Others eat while watching TV, scrolling on their phones, or having stressful conversations. Over time, this becomes a habit. Eating becomes something we do without thinking, just another task on our to-do list. But food is not just fuel. It's energy. It's nourishment. It's part of how we care for our minds and bodies. And when we slow down before eating, even for a few moments, everything begins to change. Stillness means pausing. It means giving yourself a quiet moment before you eat. This moment may only last for a few seconds or a few minutes, but it can make a big difference. When you practice stillness before eating, you help your body and mind prepare for the meal. You become present, you become aware, you create space to receive the food with gratitude and clarity. In today's world, everything moves fast. We're always doing something, thinking about something, or trying to get somewhere. Many people don't even remember what they ate during the day because their mind was somewhere else while eating. This kind of eating disconnects us from our bodies. It disconnects us from the natural rhythm of life. Stillness helps us come back. Before you eat, stop. Just stop. Put down your fork, your phone, your thoughts. Close your eyes if that helps. Take a deep breath. Feel yourself sitting or standing. Bring your attention to the moment. You are about to eat. You are about to give your body something it needs to grow, to heal, to live. That is worth your full attention. This simple act of pausing before a meal helps in many ways. First, it relaxes your nervous system. When you are calm, your body digests food better. When you are stressed or rushing, your body holds tension, and it becomes harder to break down food properly. You may feel bloated or tired after eating because your body was not ready to receive the food. Second, stillness brings awareness. You become more in touch with your hunger. Are you really hungry, or are you just bored or emotional? Are you eating because your body needs energy, or because your mind is restless? When you ask yourself these questions, you begin to build a better relationship with food. You learn to eat when you truly need it, not just when your emotions take over. Third, stillness helps you appreciate your food. When you pause before eating, you notice what's in front of you. You see the colors, smell the scents, feel the textures. You become grateful for the food, for the hands that prepared it, for the earth that gave it. Gratitude is powerful. It opens the heart. It shifts your energy. And when you eat in a state of gratitude, the food feels more satisfying. You don't need as much to feel full. You don't need a quiet room or perfect conditions to practice stillness. You can do it anywhere, even in a busy space. It's not about silence around you, but silence within you. You can find stillness in the middle of noise if you choose to pause, to breathe, to come back to the moment. If you eat with others, invite them into the stillness. It doesn't have to be formal, just a moment of quiet before the meal begins. Everyone can take one breath together. Everyone can give a few seconds to honor the food. Over time, this simple habit creates peace in the home. It helps people slow down and connect with one another. It teaches children that eating is not a race but a sacred part of daily life. For those who live alone, stillness can be even more special. It becomes a personal ritual, a time to come back to yourself. No distractions, no outside noise. Just you and the food. In that space, something beautiful happens. You remember who you are. You remember what your body needs. You remember that you are worthy of care and presence. Stillness before eating is also a good time to set an intention. You can say something simple in your mind, like "This food will bring me strength," or "I eat to nourish myself." These quiet words help guide your energy. They change how you receive the food. You're not just eating to fill up. You're eating with purpose. That purpose moves through every bite. Some people feel strange or unsure when they first try this. It may feel awkward to stop before eating, especially in a busy world where everyone rushes, but don't let that stop you. Keep practicing. Even if it's just one deep breath before a meal, it matters. Over time, it becomes natural. You may even start to crave that pause because it helps you feel centered and grounded. You may also find that your food choices begin to change. When you eat with awareness, you start choosing food that feels better in your body. You become more in tune with what your body likes and what it doesn't. The stillness helps you listen to your inner signals. It helps you notice how certain foods affect your mood, your sleep, and your energy. This is the beginning of true health, not just from the outside, but from deep within. There is wisdom in stillness. When you stop and listen, you learn things about yourself. You discover how often you eat out of habit instead of hunger. You realize how much food is tied to emotion, stress, or boredom. You start to understand the patterns that keep you stuck. And most importantly, you learn that you have the power to change them. Stillness before eating is not about being perfect. It's not about having the right posture or saying the right words. It's about being present. Just be where you are. Feel your breath. Feel your body. Feel the moment. That is enough. In a world that asks you to do more, move faster, and think constantly, the simple act of stillness becomes a form of strength. It is how you take back control of your energy, your choices, and your life. It is how you honor the food you eat and the body that carries you every day. So next time you sit down to eat, try something different. Don't just reach for your fork. Don't just turn on a screen. Stop. Breathe, be still, give yourself a few seconds of silence. Let your body catch up with your mind. Let your mind slow down enough to feel the moment. Because in that small pause, in that quiet breath before the first bite, you begin to change your relationship with food. You begin to eat with wisdom. You begin to live with greater care. And you remind yourself that you are not here just to survive, you are here to thrive. One still moment at a time. You said, learn the power of fasting and restraint, expand it, and make it lengthy without keywords, /sub, heading 1,000 words, simple and easy English chat, GPT said. Here is a 1,000-word expanded version of Learn the Power of Fasting and Restraint. Written in clear, simple English with no use of keywords or subheadings. Sometimes in life, the most powerful action you can take is to pause. Not to move, not to grab, not to consume, but to stop, to hold back, to wait. This is what fasting and restraint teach us. They show us how to take back our power by not always giving in to our urges. They teach us that discipline is strength, and that in learning to say no, we open the door to greater clarity, energy, and peace. In today's world, we are surrounded by so much. Food is always near. There are endless options, bright packages, sweet smells, and quick bites available at every corner. We are constantly tempted, not just by food, but by noise, distractions, and habits that pull us away from our center. Fasting and restraint are like anchors. They help bring us back to balance. They remind us that we are in control of our actions, not the other way around. Fasting is not just about avoiding food. It is about giving your body and mind a break. When you fast, you allow your system to rest, to reset, and to clean itself from the inside. Your body begins to use stored energy. It lets go of waste and heaviness that build up over time. You start to feel lighter. Not just in your body, but in your thoughts and emotions too. You may notice you're calmer, more focused, and more in tune with your own energy. But beyond the physical benefits, fasting teaches patience. It helps you face your cravings and choose not to follow them. It helps you see that hunger is often not real hunger. Sometimes what we call hunger is just boredom, stress, or habit. Fasting shows you the difference. It makes you stronger on the inside. It builds the muscle of self-control, which you can use in all areas of your life. When you practice restraint, not just with food but with your reactions, your words, your impulses, you begin to walk through life with more peace. You no longer react to every feeling or desire. You take your time. You think, you breathe, this creates space inside you, and from that space comes wisdom. You begin to live more thoughtfully and more intentionally. You don't have to fast for long hours to gain these benefits. Even taking short breaks from food or avoiding certain types of food for a while can help. The key is to do it with awareness. Don't fast to punish yourself. Don't hold back from food because of guilt or fear. Do it as a way to listen to your body and train your mind. Do it to become stronger, clearer, and more balanced. It's not easy at first. When you're used to eating whenever you feel like it, even skipping one meal can feel hard. But that difficulty is part of the process. It shows you where your edges are. It shows you how much your habits have shaped your life. And it gives you a chance to change those habits by making new, better choices. During fasting or restraint, you also become more aware of how much you take in without thinking. This goes beyond food. It includes the information you consume, the conversations you have, and the emotions you absorb from your environment. Restraint helps you filter what enters your mind and heart. You begin to protect your energy, choosing what to allow in and what to keep out. You may notice that when you eat less, your senses sharpen. Your taste improves. A simple piece of fruit tastes sweeter. Your body becomes more sensitive and alive. This is not a coincidence. When we stop numbing ourselves with too much of anything, food, noise, entertainment, we start to wake up. We begin to feel more connected to the present moment. We experience life more deeply. Fasting and restraint also bring appreciation. When you break your fast or finally enjoy a meal after waiting, it feels different. You eat slower. You chew with attention. You savor each bite. That meal becomes more than food. It becomes a gift, something sacred, something earned through patience and self-respect. This mindset can transform your relationship with eating. Instead of using food to escape feelings, you use food to support your well-being. Instead of eating because it's a habit, you eat because your body is truly asking for nourishment. This creates a new level of freedom. You are no longer controlled by cravings. You are no longer trapped by emotional eating. You become the one who decides, not your mood or your stress. Restraint also teaches you to say no with confidence. No to things that harm you. No to habits that keep you stuck. No to the parts of yourself that want comfort over growth. Every time you say no to something harmful, you say yes to something better. Clarity, health, strength, peace. These small moments of saying no build something powerful. They build trust in yourself. You begin to believe that you can do hard things, that you can hold steady in the middle of discomfort, that you can rise above the pull of short-term pleasure and choose long-term power instead. Fasting and restraint can also give you time to reflect. When you're not focused on eating or reacting, you have space to look inward. You can ask yourself deeper questions. What am I really hungry for? Is it food, or is it connection, rest, love, peace? Sometimes we chase food when we really need something else. Restraint helps us see that and shift our attention to what really matters. This way of living, with awareness, discipline, and choice, spreads into all areas of life. It helps you speak more kindly. It helps you listen more deeply. It helps you move through your day with calm instead of chaos. You become a person who responds to life, not someone who reacts to every feeling that comes and goes. Even just trying this once a week can bring changes. Choose one day to eat lighter, or one meal to skip, or one craving to walk away from. Do it with love. Do it with care. Don't judge yourself. Just notice what you feel, what you learn, what shifts inside of you. Over time, this small act becomes a habit. That habit becomes a mindset. That mindset becomes a lifestyle. The power of fasting and restraint is not about controlling your body. It's about connecting to your deeper self. It's about creating space between your desire and your decision. In that space, you find your strength. In that space, you remember who you are. You error in message stream, you said. Protect your home's atmosphere, expand it, and make it lengthy without keywords /sub. Heading 1,000 words, simple and easy English chat, GPT said. Here is a 1,000 word expanded version of Protect Your Home's Atmosphere. Written in simple and clear English without keywords or subheadings, your home is more than just a building. It is not just walls, a roof, and furniture. It is the space where your mind, body, and spirit rest. It is the place where you begin and end each day. The energy in your home can lift you up or pull you down. That is why it is so important to protect the atmosphere inside your home. You may not always see energy, but you can feel it. You can feel when a place is peaceful, and you can feel when something doesn't feel right. That feeling comes from the atmosphere of the space, and you have the power to shape it. The atmosphere in your home is affected by many things: what you bring into it, how you act within it, and how you care for it. Every sound, smell, conversation, and thought can affect the mood of the space. If you want your home to support your well-being, you must care for it with intention. This is not about expensive furniture or perfect design. It is about the feeling that your home gives to you and to others who enter it. One of the first steps to protect your home's atmosphere is to keep it clean. When your home is messy, the energy becomes heavy. Dust, clutter, and disorder create confusion and tension, even if you do not realize it at first. But when your space is clean and simple, your mind becomes clearer. You can think better, you feel lighter. Clean spaces carry light energy. They make you want to sit, rest, and feel peace. Cleaning your home does not have to be hard or perfect. Just take time every day to put things back in their place. Open the windows when you can. Let fresh air move through the rooms. Air brings life. It refreshes the energy. Even the simple act of sweeping the floor with care can change the energy in the room. You are not just moving dirt, you are moving energy. Along with physical cleanliness, pay attention to what kinds of sounds and words fill your space. If your home is filled with angry voices, shouting, and negative words, that energy stays in the wall. It soaks into the space. But when your home is filled with kindness, calm voices, and respectful conversation, the energy shifts. It becomes warm and safe. Your home should be a place where people feel heard and respected. Even if you live alone, the way you speak to yourself matters. Speak gently, speak with care. Your words shape the space around you. Another way to protect the atmosphere in your home is to watch what kind of images, music, and entertainment you allow inside. What you watch, what you listen to, and what you focus on all carry energy. Violent or disturbing content can bring heavy feelings. Repetitive noise or chaotic music can make your mind restless. Choose what brings you peace. Choose what makes your spirit feel calm, strong, and steady. Your home is your space. You get to decide what belongs there. Smell also changes how a space feels. Natural scents like fresh herbs, flowers, and gentle oils can uplift the mood of a room. Cooking with care also fills the home with comforting smells that bring joy. Avoid strong artificial smells that overwhelm your senses. Simplicity brings balance. Even the smell of clean laundry or fresh fruit can shift the energy in a good way. Light is another important part of your home's atmosphere. Natural light, when allowed in, brings clarity and warmth. It pushes away shadows. Try to keep your curtains open during the day. Let the sunlight touch your floors and walls. If you do not have much natural light, use soft lamps instead of harsh lights. Light creates mood. It helps people feel safe and awake, not tense or closed. You can also protect the atmosphere in your home by setting small daily rituals. These don't have to be big or complex. Something as simple as lighting a candle, playing soft music in the morning, or sitting in silence for a few minutes can set the tone for the day. Rituals bring structure and peace. They help you build a strong emotional foundation. When your home has calm rituals, it becomes a place of healing and comfort. Be mindful of who enters your home. Not every person carries energy that supports your peace. Sometimes people bring tension, gossip, or stress. That energy can linger long after they leave. Be polite, but protect your space. Choose to spend time with people who uplift, encourage, and respect the peace of your home. And when you must invite others in, cleanse the space after they go through air, scent, or silence. It's also important to bring your own calm energy into your home. If you are always in a rush, angry, or stressed, your home will begin to reflect that feeling. But if you walk in with the intention to bring calm, everything starts to soften. Take a deep breath before entering your house. Pause before speaking. Smile when you walk through the door. These small things help build an atmosphere of peace. Silence is another gift you can give to your home. We live in a world full of noise. Phones ring, screens glow, and machines buzz. But silence brings depth. It helps your thoughts slow down. It helps your heart rest. Make space for moments of silence in your home every day. Turn off the TV. Put your phone aside. Just sit. Listen to the quiet. Let the walls breathe. Let your spirit breathe too. And lastly, remember that gratitude is a powerful tool for protecting your home's atmosphere. No matter how big or small your home is, treat it with honor. Be thankful for the roof over your head, the bed you sleep on, and the food you eat inside it. Gratitude is energy. It fills your space with joy. When you are thankful, your home begins to feel full, even if it is simple. The energy of thankfulness is strong. It turns a small room into a warm place. It turns an ordinary meal into a moment of joy. Your home is a mirror. It reflects how you care for yourself. When you protect its atmosphere, you're really protecting your own peace, your own energy, your own future. You deserve to live in a place that feels safe, clean, and calm. And you have the power to create that place starting now, one small action at a time, one mindful choice at a time. This is how you build a home that not only holds your body, but also supports your soul. You said, give a suitable ending of this speech, ChatGPT said. Here is a suitable and powerful ending to the speech. So today, make a decision, not just to live in your home, but to live with your home. Treat it as a sacred space, a living reflection of your inner world. Let every choice you make within its walls speak of peace, strength, and purpose. You don't need luxury to build a powerful atmosphere. You need care, attention, and the will to protect what matters. When your home is in order, your mind becomes clearer. When your space is filled with peace, your heart becomes lighter. And when you protect the atmosphere of your home, you are no longer reacting to the chaos of the world. You are shaping your own calm, your own rhythm, your own power. Start small, begin today, and remember, every moment you invest in the energy of your home is a moment you invest in the energy of your life. Guard it, cleanse it, fill it with light, because the atmosphere you create within your walls becomes the atmosphere you carry into the world. Your home is your power. Protect it well.